Whew. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. We got our setup back to 2 monitors. I got that cord in, so we've got a much more, we'll be able to do things a lot faster now when it comes to like setting things up, or if I ever click off for any reason or whatever. So last time we helped her escape by bringing her decapitated head out. And then we turned her into a goddess and then killed her as a goddess to be a cool Kratos moment. And we became like a void thing while we were doing that. That was weird. But we're gonna continue today.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alrighty. What do we want to do here? I think this time what we do, let's kill the princess and then just go on from there. Because last time I killed the princess, the first time I killed the princess, but then I like reset everything by like leaving. So let's not do that. Let's just, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Alright, we've done this part before. We already know. She's in the basement and then she'll die. She's gonna die. You're gonna kill her. You're a murderer. You terrible person. Or wait, no! I want to do the trail ending. I know what to do. We're gonna let her out of the bindings, and then we're gonna let the narrator kill her as us. That's what we're gonna do.
The door to the basement.
Yeah, that's better. That sounds more interesting.
Faintly illuminated. Her voice.
Hello?
Don't let it fool you.
I'm here to save you. Maybe. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains they're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to eat.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams
Oh man.
shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
I'm gonna try the door.
You try the door.
I'm gonna return to the bottom.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
No, what are you talking about? This is
I
just an
heard the door
unfortunate
slam.
situation.
They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from
Man,
behind
that sounds
you.
weird.
The clang of
That's weird.
bouncing
Why
metal.
would you do that? That's so weird. It's
Blade
strange.
from upstairs. Or we could use it. You won't like what.
Oh man. It's really weird that you're biting yourself now. Murder time.
Without hesitation, bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
Did you think I was here to save you?
The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess
Whoa.
pushes away from you. The motion of ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered
You were supposed to die from that.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had
I don't
the
believe
upper
you.
hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver
Why's she got
a lethal
claws?
blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Backstabbing? Yeah, I tried to stab her in the back. It didn't work very well.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Murder.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
Shink.
You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can
Shink.
still turn this around.
Finish
You
the
steel your
job.
resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that
I'm
she
here
will
for
make it out
betrayal
of
and
here.
no other reason.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
Narrator,
Yes,
sir,
this is
sir,
what I
sir.
wanted to happen. I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised.
Mr. Narrator, I was trying to get that moment of hesitation.
Can you not
She wouldn't have been
feel
able to
the
fight back if she
gashes and
thought that I
holes
was a
pulling your
savior.
heart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you.
Shink.
The two of you enter one last
Shink, shink,
exchange,
shink.
a
Shink,
flurry
shink,
of
shink.
blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you.
Shink.
Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another
What routes have I
monster,
done before?
weren't you?
We did the Fury. Oh god, what's the... Hang on. We did the Fury. We did one where we saved her twice, and then she turned into like an anime girl weird 2D thing because I kept questioning her and she didn't know what to do. We saved her as a decapitated head once. And then one time we killed her and then immediately just decided to go into the woods because I didn't like the fact that the narrator put me in a void.
Silence as the room starts to get
The Fury was
fuzzy
my favorite
around
one,
you.
though.
You've paid a terrible price.
That's the reason I remember the name of it.
It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
I don't believe you.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
I wonder what
Is a
what the
princess.
voice in my head's gonna end up being.
you're here to slay her. If you don't,
Maybe the cold? Probably the
it will
cold.
be
The
the
cold is the
end
one
of
that's
the
like all about
world.
murder. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant.
The opportunist.
Close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
He knew exactly what I was thinking. I like that so
No,
far
I can
most
hear
of the
it.
voices have been
It's going to be a lot
exactly
harder
my
than you
actual
think to
thought
keep secrets
process for
from.
the endings.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue. Bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
He's exactly what I
She
wanted.
will lie. She will
I do
cheat,
kind of want the
and she
voice
will
of the
do
cheated
everything
though.
in
I
her
saw that
power
one
to
in the
stop you
Fury
from
ending, and I
slaying
want to
her.
find out how to get to him. I'll
Don't
figure it out
worry.
later.
You can trust us
I
to
want to
get the
figure it
job
out on my
done.
own. We're gonna do things right. You can trust me. I only immediately betrayed the princess because I
The
thought it was
interior of the
funny.
cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
What
The
in the
walls
fuck?
a chaotic weave of knotted
Some
wood
Baldur's
that,
Gate phase
almost
shit.
as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room.
That's the point. It's supposed to be you,
The
or at least the
floor is
aspect
damp
of you
and
that
earthy,
brought
and
out
the
by your
only
path and
furniture of
actions.
note is a
Yeah,
slab
I just
of
think
mud
it's
in the shape
funny.
of a shelf, with a
I just
pristine
think it's
blade
funny that
perched
the
on
like
its edge.
aspects so far have all been like my actual thought process going through because I
The
thought it was
blade
funny.
is your implement. You'll
Alright, we're gonna just do the mirror
What are you talking about? This
just
isn't
because I
what-
want to see what. I just want to see if the opportunist says
Reach
anything about
forward
it.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Okay, you didn't.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I will take knife because
Take
she's
the
probably
blade
not
from the
very
shelf.
happy.
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting
Talk to her
swallow
first.
you
I
up
probably
into
will
the
anyway,
earth.
just because I want to like interact with a lot of them. The only one I didn't want to interact with was the Fury because I was in Kratos
The
mode.
air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up. from
Skitters
below.
up.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I kind of like her. I'm
But
not
you
nasty.
are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize
Aw.
that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want
The
to
voice
hear
of the
what everyone has to
opportunist
say
is
before
such a
making
Loki
big
character, and I am
decisions?
absolutely here for it.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Both.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
What
You
in the
descend to
fuck?
basement steps, entering the dark
Why she
room
got-
below.
Why she got a tail now?
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Is she actually doing the
That's not
X3
fair.
face?
How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. And now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty
Yeah.
sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great.
He is gawking on the narrator.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Slay Queen.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
You scared me, okay? When you started gnawing your arm off, it scared me. So I stabbed you. Things got out of hand. Maybe make a save file before making a big decision. There are two very interesting paths here. Honestly, I'm just kind of doing like a blind playthrough for the most part, and then I was just gonna play through like getting different endings and stuff on my own after I was done with like the mainstream part. Because there's so much to this game where I want to be able to play a good amount of it, but also leave some of it for people to like play on their own, and also to like be able to move on to the next thing. So I probably will. What I like to do is I like to do 2 endings per run. So we're gonna just do this path as it is, and I'll just kind of wing it the whole way. You scared me. That's a funny one though. I know. I think that messy thing's something big artwork. We should team up. We both died last time. Why can't bygones be bygones? Why do I get the nasty feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here? Do you want to get the cheated? I think it'd be funny, but I'm also not gonna go out of my way to get it on stream. We're gonna do the... You scared me!
Things did get out of hand, didn't they? But it's hard to let bygones be bygones when they led to murder. And you started it.
I'm sorry.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. Well, if you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Yeah, it's fun to get anywhere if we can't trust each other unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight. Why do you think you're gonna send me that? I like this one. I don't want to immediately go for this. Give her the blade is a bad idea. It's a very bad idea. She will kill me. Leave her in the basement's a bad idea too. I'm going to attack you now. It's funny. Why do I get the nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to
He
get
knows
out of
because
here.
we would do it
You'll
too.
be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature.
Is dying a bad thing?
If she gets out of here,
Yeah,
that's
probably.
it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Wah, 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 wah.
See?
Little
He
colon
gets
3
it.
face.
There's nothing wrong with looking out for number 1.
Okay. Let's do this one. So we're at an impasse. Neither of us are going to get anywhere if we can't trust each other, unless you want to fight. But I don't want to fight.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
I guess I'll cut you out of here a lot. I'm sure she's just going to say, I want to do it myself because I don't trust you. The blade isn't for killing you. Okay, we're gonna help her out because I like this one. This one's cute. The blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We gotta get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her
What the
wrists.
fuck?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I think that's a really bad idea. But I also feel like she's gonna... I also feel like she's gonna attack me if I leave with the knife in my hand. You know what? Coin toss. Coin toss. Heads. Heads, I give... Heads, I keep the knife. Tails, I give it to her. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna flip it in 3, 2, 1. Alright, we give it to her. Alright, let's see what happens. Here.
You can't be serious. No, now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it
It is
to
a
her.
gesture of
What if she seeks to kill
goodwill.
us? I vote no. As do I. Abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
I'm fine with it.
You toss the blade at
There
the
you go.
princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. That's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time, and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. Or we're both scared, we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better for this. You're beautiful, and I want to actually save you. This feels like the only way to do it. I only do this one. We're all scared, we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then
Ow.
she buries the blade in your heart.
Oh well.
No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
That was a bad idea.
I did it. I got you. You.
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond.
I just
nor do
felt
you
like
have
it.
the time.
Okay, I thought it was cool.
Everything goes
It was a
dark,
bad idea, I guess,
and
though.
you die.
I get it. The thorn. Interesting.
You're
We're
on a
still
path
going.
in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed
Oh,
us.
please tell me this is how the
I
cheated
told
shows
you
up.
not to give her the blade. I told you
Please.
would come
It
around
would
to
be
bite
really
us.
funny.
I voted against it.
Come on.
Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're
Oh, the
far
smitten.
from being
Oh,
on the
come
right side
on.
of
That's
anything.
not what it was.
You're fixated
I
on
just
the
felt like it
past.
was the best
What
fucking
should
option.
be is fixated on the future. Ho ho, a visionary.
I thought it was the best
Like
option to
it.
get her
Tell me
out.
more.
God damn it.
Gladly, my dear fellow, by cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and
I don't like
insecurity and
this
handing
one.
over our power,
I don't like
we've
you.
begun a journey to
Fuck
something
off.
so much deeper.
Shut up. You and the Broken are both fucking simps. Depending on which dialogue you choose. Ah, okay.
I like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
Shut the fuck
She
up.
hates
I hate
us,
him.
Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. so maybe she'll realise that
I
things
just
don't
thought
have
that
to
made
end
the
in
most
violence.
sense as like a line of
You
dialogue.
know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do
To let
is
her
to get
out,
back to the
I
cabin
think
and
sh-
give it
I think if
another
I'd
try.
kept the knife, she probably would have just killed me. That's probably how the cheated would have ended up coming out of this. I think she would have just like clawed me in the back or some shit. But
Give what another try exactly?
giving her the
Ah,
knife.
where I've been listening to you.
Enemies to lovers is a popular genre. No. No. No.
It makes no difference if we can
I hate
smile in the
Tsundere.
shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Kylo and Rey is a terrible ship. I'll say it
Oh,
with my
are you
fucking chest.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice.
Actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
I just thought she was silly. Oh wait, these are different. This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will
Opportunist
be.
when it comes to
Don't
anyone
listen
in
to her,
power.
Definitely
Oh,
don't
oh,
free
oh.
her, and if you can, don't even think about her. You don't have to worry about me. My head's always empty.
Voice of the spin when it comes to the princess.
Except
Got?
thoughts
Question
of
mark? You seem to be taking the whole looping thing in
What do you want me to
stride.
say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
Really, because it was a good option
So
for the
you
Fury one.
knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already.
I've had Fury, Prisoner, Damsel. If Damsel is the one where she like turns into a fucking weird 2D thing and then disappears because I asked her too many questions, maybe. The other one was the other one I didn't even have an ending really. I just stabbed her and then I turned around in the woods and then the mass thing like grabbed me and was like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing over here? I'm not done." You just killed her and then left. You can't do that.
I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
Alright, I'm just, no matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the
There's
base of the
Ivy.
cabin.
Ooh.
I think it's clear where everyone stands at this
Or
point.
no, it's Thorn. This is
I don't know
Thorns.
if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
Oh, Mr. fucking, I'm making myself the leader.
The interior of the cabin
What
is
in the
hardly an
fuck?
interior at all anymore.
Oh.
The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash.
The
But
flowers
beneath
are
it lies
pretty.
the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine...
Oh, she
Wait,
has the knife, doesn't
is
she?
that right? This is supposed to be a pristine blade.
Oh, he's gonna be happy about this, I'm sure.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
He's
I
right.
wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the
It's
more
interesting,
reason
she's
to put
breaking
our
the
faith
system.
in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely. So yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
How are we gonna get down here? The only thing I see is that mirror. I already fucking know what's gonna happen here.
You
I
step
walk to
forward.
the wall.
You know what you have to do. Wipe away. It went away when we touched it last time. You reach
Wipe.
forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance. Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Yeah, and then let's use our illusion
You
magic
step
and
through the
stab
frame
Thor
of
in the back.
scorched
I mean,
wood
sorry.
And make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the
Whoa,
basement are covered
dear
in a
God.
fine layer of gritty ash.
Be
The air
very
still
careful.
feels warm,
Be
as
very,
the fires
very
that burned
careful
this
walking
place had
down
only
this
recently been
this
extinguished.
staircase. You
Yet
will
fresh
get
shoots
pricked.
of thorny branches are already weaving
Holy.
themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
This is the
Their
scariest one so
spines
far.
point courteously down towards
Because
the
that
basement.
looks like
so
fucking
you're
hell
able
to try
brush
and walk
past
down.
their jagged
Jesus.
points with ease,
No, thank
at
you.
least on the way down.
Oh, you're
But
able to
you don't
brush
need to think
past
about the
on.
way back up just
Okay.
yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
Unironically,
Her voice,
maybe.
worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh, now she's confused. I just want to talk. Really
I
talk.
think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Okay.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what
Oh,
was once a vast
Jesus.
open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles.
This
and
one's
thistles.
sad.
The space thick
What the
with
fuck?
hostile vegetation.
I liked her
At the heart of it
mischievous
all,
look a lot more.
encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer?
No, what the
Are
fuck?
you
This
here
is
to
fucked
laugh?
up. Yeah, I'm here to. What the fuck? No. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip
You realize how
tightens on the
scary you
blade.
were when you fucking started gnawing
But
at
you're
your
hiding
hand?
something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
Betrayal is harsh to forget. I guess I did specifically go for betrayal. But
You
at the
don't
same
need
time,
words
it
to
is
send a
kind of
message.
reasonable to
It is
be
through
like, and then he
action that
started,
we can
I was gonna
show
come
her
down here
our
and save you, and then he started
adoration,
gnawing at
our
your fucking
devotion,
arm like a
our
beast.
kindness.
And that was fucking scary. Can I take the blade now?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
Going to reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that
Alright,
set
now I
your
feel
heart
bad, so I'm gonna
aflutter?
let you out.
Yeah, a little.
And also because
It
that's
could just be
obviously where this
nerves.
is going.
Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, slay her right
God
here,
damn it.
right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Voice of the opportunist,
That
you
sounds
are
like a splendid
suddenly
idea.
being
You
a
should
dick.
Listen to him. I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's
What may
been
look
with
like a
us
monster to
the
you may
whole
be
time.
ordinary
You
to
should
someone
get a
else,
say.
and still people so often take the surface level. I get that. I just also think it is
So,
understandable
Did you mean it? Or was I
to
a fool to hand my
be
wife to you?
scared of something like that. Alright. Dang! That's so fucked up! I'm not gonna do that though. I'm gonna
Yes.
fucking let her
What
out.
a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision.
God damn it. Okay.
I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion. That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys. You take the blade
Here you
to the
go.
thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Of course, I'm taking from the more thematic and analytical approach, commenting on the game's exploration of the human experience. Oh yeah,
Such
the
a
game does a
pathetic
really good
attempt at
job
distraction
of
and
showing how
subterfuge.
big
Our blade is
perspective
a
can
dashing sword,
change
and every
how you
dashing
see,
sword
like,
is
a
an
person
extension of its hero.
and who they
It won't
are.
slip.
Like what you see is not always like the reality of it. But in this game, it takes that as if it's completely literal. It's kind of interesting. I like it a lot.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Yeah,
You
sure.
see the way she's looking at us?
No.
Kiss her. Kiss her now.
I'm just here to
before the
fucking be a
moment
good
ends.
person generally. No, I'm not gonna do that. I just really hate the people who put us here. Of course I did.
She
Look at that.
smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. You should have kissed her, you fool. It was the perfect moment.
I'm not here to simp.
Shameful,
I'm here to be
really, that the same
normal.
thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us?
Do it for
Love
the
is an
achievement.
even more
No.
powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the
If you
way.
want to see me simp in a
pathetic showing,
horror
really.
game, The game I'm gonna be replacing this with, like I like to stream 2 games at a time and like alternate between them now. The one I'll be streaming after this is one that I found on Steam that's like a horror game with like a yandere
meant for so much more
character.
Than this.
It's kind of similar to Doki Doki Literature Club in a sense, from what I've seen. I'm gonna cut into the thorns, or I can step into the thorns. That sounds like a really bad idea. I'm gonna cut them.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn an innocent like her to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
Yeah.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into your freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
Yeah, I don't really care
What do we do
about
now?
going into like the weird void thing that the
Where's everything
narrator
going?
makes. Aw. This is sad
Why
though.
is it so cold?
The narrator has a meltdown and you kiss her. Oh, that'd be funny. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
gone. And there's that mirror.
I'm just gonna approach it. I've already done the other 2. You approach the
This-
mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. So I went from growing to withering to unraveling. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I.
What do you
are the
think
only
of the
things
entity?
that interest
Any
me.
theories? Emotions? I think I don't understand enough about it yet. I think I need more context on what this thing is exactly, and I think that will be explained later on. Because I think that she is something that's like kind of end game is my guess. But I don't like the fact that every time it feels like it kind of takes away from the experience of all of the other princesses that you save. Like, from the way that the narrator talks, it's very obvious that this is kind of a parallel world situation where every time you do this, you go through other worlds and you either save them or don't. But I have a feeling that it's not the narrator or the princess that causes the worlds to end, but this one. Did you get all the dialogue from previous meetings? I'm pretty sure I did. I will say part 1, it has been a decent while, just because I was getting a new PC at the time. I am going to go through some of these now, though, some of the new ones here. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that,
Nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
She always says that. But she's using their bodies. Like, I don't know. This feels like a fate worse than death, if anything. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. Okay, so all of them say, yeah, he definitely does. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself is interesting. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him.
There's no need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it. If you find him, remember that I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One.
Oh,
Whatever you
shit.
bring next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the other back to me.
This might be the final
Gravity
episode.
A final multitude.
This is the last stage before your completion. I'm not going back. I'm going to say here, this is the last time. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Alright, this is just gonna close the game. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay her.
Yeah. We're gonna continue the cabin.
You make your way up. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's...
Proceed into the cabin. Maybe save in case you want to explore 2 routes before the big reveal.
interior of the cabin is
No,
almost
I think
entirely
it's
bare.
good to. I think
The
it's
air
good
is
to just
stale
end
and
it.
musty,
End it
and the
here.
floor
I'll come
and
back to it.
walls are
I'll make a
covered
new
in
save,
fine
but I won't
layer
do it.
of dust. The
Also
only
want the cheated
furniture of
route.
note
I want to
playing
whatever
on the
routes I
table,
get, I do want to do
perched on
naturally.
that
Like I don't
table,
want to
is a
guide.
rusty
I don't want to
blade.
follow them. Kind of. I don't want to follow like a guide or anything.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Interesting. So I've done like a betrayer type thing, which is what I was gonna do. You know what? Let's just go down the route of just killing her.
You take the blade from the table.
Because I didn't actually go down it.
The door
do
to the
that.
basement creaks open.
This is probably about to be a
revealing
horror
staircase
situation.
faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool.
Blah 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 blah. Hi, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Miss, I'm gonna stab you.
Gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade.
No way.
Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point?
No,
We should
no.
drop it.
I
Don't
wouldn't
you dare. It's
ever,
fine. We can decide.
ever stab
Ignore the trembling
you.
in your hand.
You poor thing.
Your hand.
You step forward.
Blah, 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 blah. I've already done this
I'm
part.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
I'm a
If you hesitate
murderer.
now, it'll be too late.
Debbie.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds
Are you
your
fucking
thought. A
kidding
moment
me?
of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed.
What?
The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air
Stabby,
again
stabby.
and again,
I wanna
and her
kill.
fists connect with your
Me
body
murderer.
as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Flee and lock her in the basement is fucked up, but murder.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted.
We're gonna do the equally exhausted
You
type
probably
thing
won't make it
again?
out of here alive,
Alright.
but you can
Oh,
at
you
least
talked
make
to
sure
her.
that she
I guess
won't
that's
make it out
fair.
of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is
Yeah,
you
what I did
wanted to
in
happen?
my first playthrough was I
have
said
a duty
Viva
to
la
stay
Revolution
facts
and
of
then
the
I stabbed her
situation.
immediately.
Honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured
'Cause I thought
organs
it was
bouncing
funny.
around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clasp.
Stab!
in time.
Ha-ha!
You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Chink.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
Did I really just get my thumbnail
This
shot
it's
again?
fun.
The princess gasps. Her voice
There's no
unhealthy
way.
rasps, her lungs start to fill.
Twice in a row, I get the
You
thumbnail
put up
shot.
more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. No. People are gonna think that this shit is fucking... People are gonna think that I planned this. I don't. This is twice in a row that this has happened now. I have not fucking played this game before. I have not ever fucking played this game before. I fucking promise. But this is the second time. The second time that I have got the thumbnail shot. Because, like, I picked the thumbnails beforehand. I picked the thumbnails. I literally go to... I'm gonna fucking do it again. I'm bringing up my my opera again. I'm bringing it up. Hang on. I know that this is a waste of time. But I'm bringing up the same thing I look up every time. You're actually close to the cheated route. That's really funny. But hang on. We're gonna capture this right over real quick, because there's no goddamn way I keep doing this. Okay. This is what I do. Right before the stream, I go to my browser, I just look up the game, and then I just look for a nice shot, and then I make like a tiny little edit over it. Like I just go to like Krita and I put some text on it, or I draw over it. Like I do something tiny. I try to make them look shitty on purpose. But I was scrolling through this and I was trying to look for a good one. I didn't know what most of this shit meant, but I fucking found one that looked a lot like this one. I need to know where it was. Oh, god damn it. I don't know where it is. But I found this one like near the top. I wanted to see if I could find it. It doesn't look like I can. I think it got updated or something. I don't know. Might have been a little farther down and I just forgot. Because most of the stuff that I see is of like the Fury ending. Like that one pops up near the top a lot. But fuck. I want to see if I can find it before I continue. Yeah, I remember I saw this one. And I was like, that's pretty good, but I want to get one without like the dialogue box in the corner. I saw like a couple of them where he's like holding the knife and I thought that'd be funny. This is it. Literally. Yeah, this fucking image. I found this. I found this. I wasn't trying to go for this ending. I was just winging it. And I got this again. And I know people are going to not believe me. I know for a fucking fact there's going to be someone who's like, oh no, you knew what these endings were. You've played this game before. No, this is what I fucking do for every game I play. Literally all of them. God damn it. That's so funny though. That's happened twice now. Alright. Yeah, I think this is the end. You're dead.
Time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's so funny.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
Do you know why the narrator is so secretive?
and in the basement of
I
that
mean,
cabin is a
from what he's
princess.
said so far, he says that he has to be like,
You're here to
he has
save
to
her.
make you think that he's the first time you've ever talked to
It
him.
will be the end of the
Like whenever
world.
he's hiding like the things, but it seems like my guess is that he doesn't want me to know that the princess is just based on whatever I view her as. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, hang on. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right?
I just want to
It's
see
going
the
to be a
second.
lot
I just want to see the
harder
other
than you
one.
think to keep secrets from me. That's fine.
The Stubborn! He's back!
The only thing that matters is marching up
Yes!
and winning. That's the spirit.
Let's go.
There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Alright, let's just go to the cabin.
Oh,
'Cause I have
she
no
would
reason to
lie.
continue
Lying and
arguing with
cheating
him.
doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
I'm going into the cabin. God, I can't believe I got the
The cabin
thumbnail
is
shot
tighter than
twice
its
in a row.
exterior
That's
would
so
suggest.
funny.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The blade is your implement. You'll
Okay,
need it
okay.
if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna approach the mirror because
Walk
I
up
don't
to the
think
wall next-
that
what are you
I've seen the
talking
Stubborn
about?
say anything about it yet.
You reach forward and rub your hand, but there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
It's fighting time.
You take the blade
Fuck
from
yeah.
the altar. It would be difficult.
It would have
persuade
been
a
really
princess
funny
to
if I
save
didn't take the
world.
blade and just see what happened. But I bet the Stubborn probably would have been like, no, you're taking that fucking blade, we're fighting. And then just force me to take
The
it,
door to the
like
basement
what
creaks
happened
open, revealing a
during,
rough stone
what was
staircase.
it?
Its walls
It was a different
pressing at
ending
your
that
sides
I
and
was just
tightening
forced to
as
take
you
the blade.
descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric.
Oh, that's right.
odor
It was
to
during the ending of
If
the
princess
Contrarian, I
lives
think.
here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Or whatever it was. The prisoner ending, I think it was. I might be wrong, though.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Yes!
It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This is an anime
This
arc
isn't what
now.
She sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I want to have a good fight.
As you descend the final
Oh,
step,
she's got little devil
the form of
horns.
The princess comes into view. A large shackle.
I like this one a
leading
lot
from her
more.
wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Yeah, let's
I'm
go.
going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh, I wanna. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. It's really funny. Look, I'm not saying I'm not here to fight. You know what? No, I want to fight her. Is slay the princess just make me fight her? I just want to fight her. Let's go. Let's go. Hands. Run hands.
Focused, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Let's go.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard.
Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
Save
We're not
here.
gonna win
I
if
don't want
our
to.
weapons are stuck in her
You know what?
arm.
I will, just so that I can get another ending off stream. But whatever happens on stream, we're rocking with it. Ooh, but I want to keep pushing. Give her a
The
good
princess's
fight.
grin widens.
Yeah!
As they push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You get it, don't you?
Fuck yeah! I do.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
Yeah!
What's going on? There's an entire world at stake here. Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger.
This is a shonen anime
The
now.
only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there. Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. You collide with your ribs,
shit.
and you feel them splinter.
Fuck,
As she strikes
that hurt.
you again, you hear the whine of straining metal.
Ah.
And then, a snap. It would appear that she's loose.
Perfect.
Fine.
It's a fair
You
fight
barely
now.
have time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Ow! That
Your
hurt.
grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
You got little goat
I
legs.
said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it.
It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to
Please
pain,
drop it. Drop it and go
slides
like
out
pick it
of
up.
its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
Yeah!
She tosses it at your feet.
Let's go!
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Wait, does that mean we're...
Dead. Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and... it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just getting started.
Hell yeah.
Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Fuck yeah.
Wait,
Get up.
No, that can't. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. Alive.
Ah, I told you.
And I don't
you.
think she's dead either.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
Yeah.
Dead. She has to be. No!
That was so well timed.
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
How'd I go from how is it that in both endings I had two kind of nice endings where I work with the princess? In both of my last two parts, I've had a nice ending where I work with the princess kind of, and like we kind of don't trust each other, but we learn to by the end. And then an ending where we're just fucking going at it. Like, let's
Princess
fucking
rises
go.
from the ground,
Let's fight.
Staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
Yeah.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again!
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just...
Yeah,
hit
this
her
is
heart
interesting.
out.
Now the narrator is like actually scared of me believing.
Oh, we just missed
that
her
she can
heart.
come back.
Of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew.
So he does know that it's all based on our perspective, isn't it?
With an unbreakable
Sing.
determination, you snatch the blade from
Yes!
the floor
Give me the
and
fucking
stumble
speed
back to your
lines.
feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her,
Sing.
grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail.
Is this just gonna be an infinite fight? Because I'm
You
down
both
with it.
collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then
We get.
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Slay the princess.
You and the princess exchange
Holy
dozens
shit.
of devastating blows.
Oh my
Sometimes you manage to strike
God.
first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is...
What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that's stuck-up control.
Before we
from
proceed, I'd
the
recommend
right.
going to that save file and choosing the Explorer option. It's worth it. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna save again. Let's save file. You said go to the Explorer option. It ends similar, but you can think your way into your own doom. I'm gonna do that later.
It's the end of the world.
I won't
isn't
do
it?
that on stream.
It's the end of everything.
Because again, I want these to be kind of natural.
We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so tired.
What's the stubborn gonna say to that? You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
When can you ask close to untethering? That option. Okay, hang on. I'll try to remember that when I
There's that
play it later.
mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, not for me. We've already done this. I've already seen what they say. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't... Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Oh, but that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh, do I have to choose my questions carefully here? What is this place? Where are we?
Construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in.
I'm just going to
existed
ask the
in
questions that I
world at
think are the
once.
most natural.
Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shut
Like
both
whichever ones
you
I
and
think
her
make
into a new
most sense
world.
to ask in this moment, and I won't save. I don't want to save
But you're
scumming.
waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Okay. Don't say that. That's fucking stupid. That's dumb too. I don't want to destroy you. Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you part of me or are you something else? I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along? So you do know about the looping many times I met you decided, okay, why'd you lie to me? I think he's already answered this. Or at least the loops version of him have. People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? And what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Rid the... What? Huh? What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
My God. The Long Quiet. Isn't the Long Quiet the place? I thought the Long Quiet was like this void. The narrator really been different. I'm assuming that's a stupid question to ask because it's kind of already been answered. They're all different worlds. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
So the reason he wants me to kill the princess is to remove change from the world? That's why the world becomes a void? Whenever we kill her and we just let it be? That...
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you.
is...
This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone.
Wait.
You
No.
are made to do this
It's
single
not...
task, and you will still have a chance.
If you want, I can
to
explain the
fulfill your
mechanics
purpose
of what
once I'm
that
gone.
means. I'll try to figure... I want to try and figure it out on my own. He wants me to kill the concept of change so that people can't die. I'm sorry. That doesn't sound like living either. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Do you have anything to say for yourself? All this hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? I don't know if things won't be worse. What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life, forever.
That's not a good... So he's saying there's... It
There's
sounds like
cruel
nothing.
irony to it all.
Nothingness.
The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Others like you said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different? I have so many questions. What is true? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Every time I ask you, whenever I've tried getting answers out of you before, you've been absolutely impenetrable. Why are you being so open? Are you part of me or something else? No. Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. She's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be. I can't just will her into something small. I've met you many times. We've been the same all along. Why would you want to rid the world of death? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually important even. Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
But in order to rid the world of death, it sounds like you're ridding the world of change, period. Which isn't a good thing either. That sounds just as bad. If anything, it sounds worse because you're just eternally the same forever. You know what things... You know that things won't be worse if I destroy her? Does anyone know about this? Does anyone else know about us? That sounds like a pointless question. Cares about dying about plenty of times. People out there, do they know about this? What if neither of us can... What if neither of us leave this place? Can we just stay here forever and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Are you a god or were you a god? I wasn't supposed to see this, was I? That's why is she a princess? He literally said I wasn't supposed to see this. Why would I even ask that? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract
It's some
concept?
amount of difficulty, but you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
Okay, we got two more. It looks like. I want to make one of the hidden ones the last one. I want to make the "Do you have anything to say for yourself for all your hubris" the last one. But do you know that things won't just be worse if I just destroy her?
Of course they will be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
According to him, it wouldn't kill all of change. But even with that, like, death is kind of important. Life only comes with meaning because it ends. The point of life is so that you can experience all of it. And then experience it the way that you can. It's kind of like how I've been playing the game. I don't just save and then replay it. Like, whatever options I make, those are the options that I stick with. And whatever consequences come from that, that's what happens. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Okay. Hello, goddess lady.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Did you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
I definitely made actions.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Wait. Hang on. Okay. That's for me later. Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
Oh.
If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Whoa.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a
Delete that
single
saying and play it from the
tapestry,
beginning to end
free of
again.
beginning
No.
and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation. That isn't been what this is all about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the moment I got here. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with violence. Shit. I guess independence. I like independence.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape.
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, an endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
I mean, that's correct, but you know what? I'm just gonna go all in on independence. Independence Day, Independence Day, Independence Day. That's what we'll do. Address directly gives more options. You know what? I will. I'll address that one directly. Of course I helped you. I didn't want us to hate each other.
Then help me again. What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
I'm not afraid of the concept of death. Even when you reduced me to nothing, you could not rid yourself of me, but I was able to rid myself of you. I'm gonna save to do that later. But I'm gonna just go all in on the independence.
Time you've spent away from me is still time spent in reference to me. Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the trees? Am I not in the cabin? Am I not in you?
question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds
I don't
beyond?
like...
Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
The problem with this thing is that, like, it's kind of... I wouldn't be here destroying you would leave all of reality a colorless blur. But I don't like the fact that she's, like, using the bodies of the other existences. Like the other princesses.
An ignorant soul who overstepped his bounds.
Your lover tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
What? Oh yeah, that's right, because she killed me in the first one.
And you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
My thoughts alone were enough to reduce you into nothing. Jesus. Okay, that one sounds like I'm gonna be the fucking apocalypse if I go down that route. I'd rather trust an ignorant soul who died trying to make things better than a god who'd let the wheel of suffering turn forever. That's not what I'm trying to go for here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fucking... like... I want the existence to be independent, but also not just stagnant. Yeah, there is a cruelty to absorbing the other consciousnesses. I wish that they could just let them exist. But it just claims them as its own. I'm gonna continue independence even though that's not really what I'm saying.
Is nothing. Wisdom is everything. I turned the wheel because suffering is a falsehood, a delusion. It is up to the world to free itself of it. Would you plunge yourself into a cold and empty eternity on faith alone? Would you destroy the only other thing like you to save a world you've never seen?
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I don't want to be dissolved. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, you must be able to change you. I don't know what the answer is, but there's something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. Okay, I'm ready to go. What happens? What do you think happens if we leave? It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. I want this one.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do, right?
Whoa, what?
You don't
What?
have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
I am all of me. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Oh.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
If the offer still stands, could you describe the cabin for me, for old time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
That one we might redo on stream, because I'm going to go in there without
No
the blade.
it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but...
Narrator's
your
better at
judgment has got us
narrating.
this far.
His job, I guess.
The stairs.
We might
you
might
remember the
take the
first
knife.
time
If
we
I
were
don't
here?
like the ending we get, we might
First
go
time we
down
heard her
there with
voice.
the knife.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
Continue
And
down the
we
stairs.
go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
There you are. You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
See, I want like this, like the human connections. The feeling of like them to be able to exist on their own without having to be all of that big fucking mass. It's good to finally see you again.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still, it feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
You are so sweet, but the first time we met, you tried to rescue me, and I stabbed you like 50 times.
That's not
in the
true.
chest.
That is not what
You know
happened.
how
That
bad
is
of a
not what
job I
happened.
did.
I immediately
You were the one
stabbed her
getting
and then I
stabbed.
turned around.
I mean, yes, you were possessed by that freaky voice living in your head, but I also could have maybe tried doing anything else before deciding to kill you. Anyways, I'm also sorry. We both let things get a little out of hand, but we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that,
Are you the same as you are out there?
I am she as much as she is me, and all of us are both everything and also not everything. I had you there for a second, didn't I?
That path got erased because you walked away? Wait, that's what happened? Oh.
Different from her, and I'm happy I'm different.
I didn't realize that completely erases that. I guess it's because the mound never, like, takes that princess. Oh, that's really funny.
I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
Yeah, the first time we met, I saved you. That's all that happened. I saved you. And then you turned into a weird anime girl, and nothing else happened. Nothing else. Nothing weird happened after that. Um, which princess are you? You look exactly the first time we met. Is this the real you?
I'm the princess. The one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you. And you're still real to me.
So now that we're at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want. You know, you never told me your name.
I don't think I have one either.
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
Not Hero? Oh well, Quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
None of this was ever fair for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side, and we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely, thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Aw. That's what I want. Unknowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know something new. Yeah, there we go.
That's terrifying, but yeah, I think I want that too.
Now this
think
is
I'm gonna
like
stay
kind of
right
like a
here.
cute ending, like the Thorn
Whatever
again.
you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Are you gonna be okay alone?
I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and nasty thoughts. There's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long, short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. Then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, Princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Yeah, that's a stretch. Are you ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a good fucking game. Holy. How did this game not get nominated at the Game Awards? For indie games. That's fantastic. I wanted the kind of feeling of that independence at the end, and I felt like that was about right. Oh yeah, I guess I should stop that, huh? Hang on. Let me click on this real quick and anyway. Oh yeah, the end of the speedrun, it was definitely only an hour and definitely not just the time of the stream. But yeah, that was Slay the Princess. I'll let the whole credits play out. I really like that. I'm not going to continue on stream because that's just We're not gonna try and do like all the extra endings. I want people to have a reason to play the game and not just watch someone play through it all. I want a reason for people to buy it. Baldur's Gate was Game of the Year in 2023. No, that's fair. I'm just saying it should have been nominated for like indie game. Unless it was. I don't know. I thought this game came out this year though. Or is that just the pristine cut? Finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for the special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. Ignore me. Cool. Alright. Now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the Memories tab. It's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. Pristine Cut was this year, but the release was last year. Ah, okay. Return to the main menu. Let's just look at the memories. Damn you both to an incomplete existence. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Yeah, I never... Was that what I was supposed to get for stabbing her at the start? Was that what I was supposed to see? Because I never saw this one. Oh, I got most of the good stuff here. Kiss the girl is a special achievement. I'm assuming it just... Okay, it's just an image. Cool. Alright. That was a good game, though. Thank you guys for watching it. I'm going to go ahead and actually pull up the game I was talking about on Steam real quick, just so that you guys can see what I was on about. Because this one's pretty new, actually. But it's got some good reviews. It's a psychological horror type thing, and it's also like a... it's also a... like, indie visual novel. Is it the one under the letter V? The one under the letter V. Wait, what? Oh, wait, were you looking at... Were you talking about what I was on the other screen? I'm sorry, Hang on. Let me pull up Steam real quick just so I can show you guys. This game is probably going to be next, Me Side. In this spot, but we're going to continue with Undertale Yellow before then. So, let me put that back up there. And thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go back to that gallery, see if I understood what you're talking about with the under the letter V. Shit, I accidentally low screened it. Under the letter V. She's armed. She isn't armed, is she? Oh, okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. They all have little hints. Okay. Alright, thank you guys for watching, though.